Hey everyone, so there are quite a few interesting events coming up that you can participate if you're coming to Japan, so I just want to talk a little bit about each of them. I'll be using this website called merch-matome.com, and this is a fan-made site that compiles all the events and goods related to Hololive. I've talked about this site before, and I highly recommend following this site if you want to be the most up-to-date about information regarding anything related to Hololive. So the person who runs this also runs like a Twitter account here, and yeah, it's unofficial, but yeah, they pretty much like update all the information as soon as it goes up. But yeah, give this account a follow if you're interested. And as you can probably see, there are a lot of tabs up here, so there are a lot of things I want to cover, but I'll link everything related to like anything that I talked about in the video in the description below. Just note that some will require pre-registration and tickets, but others you can just participate without any of those ticket systems. There are already some ongoing events such as the Hololive City, which I have talked about in my previous videos, so if you want to learn more about that, you could check the video out. Hololive City is now on its last leg of the tour, so from November 1st all the way to December 1st, it will be at Yomiuri Land, which is in Tokyo. And as for the Holowitch Exhibition, I haven't really talked about it in a video, but I did make a community post about this. So at the time of the recording, there are still 3 locations left that they're still visiting. So there's the Fukuoka location, Gunma, and then there's Sapporo. They all have different start and end dates, so you can see here Fukuoka one is October 25th all the way to November 10th. And then Gunma is November 30th to December 8th. And Sapporo is December 21st to December 29th. All of them last about 1 week at each location. Entry is free to go to any of these exhibitions, and inside the exhibition they have keyframes from the animation for Holowitch. There are also character panels that you could take pictures with or of. And yeah, many things such as goods that you can buy as well, and there are also messages written by the Holowitch cast. So there's one more ongoing event, and it is the Gyukaku collab with Noel and Flare. I'll say more so than an event, it's more like a collab, and it will run from October 23rd all the way to December 6th. Gyukaku is the name of the shop, and this is a chain yakiniku restaurant in Japan, and for this collab campaign they have different limited special menus. So you got the Flare set here, and you got the Noel set here. And they all have different kinds of meat, so you got beef tongue, you got wagyu here, some vegetables, you got kaupi, or karupi, harami, and steak. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with different kinds of meat part. But yeah, they cost about 3.9k yen for the set. And yeah, they're both the same price, it's just Noel theme and Flare theme. So by purchasing one of the set, you could get a set of stickers here. So you got Noel and Flare holding meat and not sure what that is, maybe vegetables. And as well as a pick here. I'm not too sure what a pick is in this situation. I can't really tell with the picture as well, but yeah, you get that. Keep in mind that everything is first come first serve, so if they run out of the set goods that comes with it, you're unfortunately out of luck. So down here they just have some pointers that you should probably read over. So some of the ones that translate over is they don't have this collab and all you can eat Gyukaku shop. There's also the food court one they don't have, and this, I don't know what this is, maybe it's a school cafeteria thing. They also recommend asking the shop beforehand to check the availability of the set goods as well as reserving a seat. Yeah, I just want to point these out because the collab started in end of October 23rd, so it's been 2 weeks since it started, so the goods might have run out already, but it's still ongoing because it's until December 6th. By purchasing the limited food set for Noel or Flare, you can now purchase the collab acrylic stand as well. And it says here it has to be the respective members, so if you purchase the Noel set, you can only purchase the Noel acrylic stand. But unfortunately, reading a little bit further down, they have a little complicated system where you have to purchase through their app or something. And then they'll send out the thing in March of next year. I think it's just more troublesome if you're from abroad, because I'm not sure how like they're gonna send it and all that, but yeah, you'll apparently get like a code for purchasing the acrylic stand, and you enter into the app, like their official app, and then like you get like some like not chance, but like you could like purchase the acrylic stand, and then yeah, do a bunch of setup and all that, and then yeah. So speaking of their official app, there's another campaign going on here, which like you could get points for eating the, I guess like the Noel or Flare set, and using the point you could exchange for a digital wallpaper. You can see like the blurred version here. It says there's also message on here. There's also another one which they have like different exchange period, I think, or I guess like this is the whole time, but this is only from November 22nd to December 9th, and this is the situation voice with Noel and Flare. But yeah, probably translating everything over would be faster. Basically, like you have to download their app, and then you'll get like a code for the Hololive point, and then you enter into the app, and then you get the points, and then you exchange it that way. I think for like the digital stuff, you don't really need to wait for it to arrive. You should just get it once you enter the code and exchange for the price. So the last thing here is just like a Twitter and X campaign, and basically you just follow their official account here, and they should have like a post that you can retweet. I think maybe if you click on here, it will lead you to that post, and you just retweet that, and you're entered to win one. There's only one winner for this. It's a B2 tapestry, and it's a 2-piece set, so with Noel and Flare. And honestly, the art here looks really nice. But yeah, it's only one winner, so best of luck. But yeah, this campaign has been going on for a little bit, but I just wanted to point it out in case anyone is interested in it. So let's talk about the upcoming events that hasn't started at the time of the recording, and just note that some of the details of the events are not out yet as of the recording, so you may need to check back to see the details for the event. So I'll talk about them by the start date. And first off, we have the Botan ramen collab, which starts on November 4th all the way to December 15th. Which, yeah, you can see here. It's basically just like a collab menu with ramen that they will serve. You can find 4 shops that will be doing this collab in Japan. So there's the Akihabara one, there's a Shibuya one, there's a Kaihi Makuhari, and then this is a Nagoya one. If you want to know the location, they have like maps here, so yeah, I'll link everything in the description below. If you look them up on Google Maps, I think some of them run for 24 hours, but it specifically states here that the collab ramen is only available from 11 AM to 10 PM, so just keep that in mind. And I think for the Shibuya shop, yeah, it says here you have to like get a, I guess like a queue ticket. So just make sure you get that if you're going to the Shibuya one. Coming back to the ramen, you can see there are 2 different kinds of ramen, and it's basically the same thing, but this one has like a little bit more extra meat. And yeah, it's called tonkotsu ramen and tonkotsu buta ramen. So it's just like a play on word with rarayan, with ramen. You can also see there on the seaweed here, they have like the print of Botan here. So I did try the ramen for this shop before for other collabs that's not Hololive related. And let me just say, like, the ramen is really heavy, so I would not recommend like getting more than 1 bowl. I think like 1 bowl is like more than enough for most people. My appetite is like pretty normal. I don't eat like a lot, but I don't eat little, and yet like I think like I just got like the regular size one, and it was like killing me. I think this is like one of the times where I couldn't actually finish my food. And the reason is probably because like you could kind of see like it's super oily and everything's just like really thick, so it's kind of like heavy to eat. But yeah, I think it would be fun to just like try out if you want to check out the collab food. So for each ramen that you could get a postcard novelty, which they come in 6 kinds and they're random. So scrolling down a little bit more, you got the collab goods with the ramen shop. And they say down here that you could purchase it online as well. So the stock will be limited if you purchase it in store, so do keep that in mind. It's probably first come first serve. Also, do note that you cannot only purchase the goods, you have to order food in order to meet the condition to buy the goods. So this means that you can't just walk in the store and just buy the goods, you have to like eat there to get the goods. Yeah, just quickly going over what the goods are. You got the diorama acrylic stand. It's just like a one with like a background. You get some acrylic key holders. This is also some acrylic cards, kind of like the food menu, you know, the food tickets from the food machines. This is an acrylic coaster. You got a oshibori towel. So oshibori is the towel that they hand you like when you enter the Japanese restaurant. And yeah, it's for you to wipe your hands and wipe your face and all that. Right? It's like, yeah, you got the Botan design here. This is a sticker, clear file set, trading cam badges. This is a pouch. This is a head towel, so you see like the ones that the ramen chefs wrap around their head. It's kind of like that. You get t-shirts. This is glass. And this last thing here is a character memo board, which I'm not too sure what it's for. But yeah, there's this thing here. So just all the way down in the very bottom, they have like some notes here saying like physical stores is limited to 5 goods each visit. And I'm not too sure if like 5 goods mean like 5 of each kind or if it's like 5 in total. So you might need to double check on that if you plan to buy any of this stuff. My assumption is probably it's 5 of each item is like the max that you can get. But they don't really mention like what exactly it is, so we just have to like assume. They also mention here that they're selling the goods through the vending machine ticket. So this means that you probably need to pay for the goods in advance from the ramen shop vending machine ticket. And then you get the ticket and you hand it to the clerk and they should hand you the goods after you do that. But yeah, Botan finally opened her ramen shop. Or I guess like collab with a ramen shop. So if you're in Tokyo during that time, or if you're in like Nagoya, there's one in Nagoya as well. I think it's a really fun thing to check out. Next up, we have the recently announced Holo Rev collection number 3, Only Store and Fair event. So the Only Store and Fair, they'll both start on November 9th, and Only Store will end on November 24th. So you can see, yeah, the details here. The fair itself will end on December 1st, so it lasts a little bit longer. And as you can see, like the design here, this time it's actually really nice. I really like the color scheme and the outfits. But the theme this time is schoolgirls, and it features Subaru, Pecora, Marin, and Polka. So just to explain what the Only Store and Fair meant, they will both be held in most HMVs in Japan, but I'll think of Only Store as like a pop-up shop inside of HMV, and this will only be available at 2 locations, which you can see here. This is the Shibuya, and then there's the Nishimiya. So the Shibuya one is in Tokyo, while the Nishimiya one is in Osaka. If you just copy paste this, it should come up on Google Maps. Only Store will have exhibition panels and shikishi on display, while the other HMVs will not have the exhibition. And HMV in general will have the fair event, which is the down here. For every 2,200 yen that you spend on Hololive related items, you get a, this is a fashion, kind of a fashion magazine mini card. And yeah, they're random again, 4 in total, and they look really nice. So sorry if it sounds like a little bit complicated with like the Only Store and Fair, but if you're still confused, basically if you want to go to the exhibition and check out like the I guess like the decoration stuff, just check like these 2 locations. But if you're like okay, if you just want to get like the, I guess like the novelty here for purchasing 2.2k or more of Hololive related goods, just go to like any HMV that's on this link. The Only Store exhibition will be free entry, so it says here free entry, and then you could take pictures and I guess like film inside as well. I just want to point one more thing out. Like I said, like Hololive related goods, it doesn't just mean like the, I guess like the Holo Rev goods. I think HMV also carries like general Hololive goods, so that also includes in the 2.2k. So you don't need to like spend like 2k on like, or like 2.2k only on these things. And yeah, I'll just talk about what goods they sell. So you got the acrylic panel here, acrylic stands. This is a cam badge. I assume it's random. This is a heart key holder. I'm not sure if it's random or not. You also got some clear holder and stickers here. I I think maybe like the clear holder is like for holding like stuff like tickets, paper tickets, and yeah, it's a little nice sticker here. 4 kinds in total. This is a acrylic stand cover. So I guess you put your acrylic stand inside this little pouch. You also got a tote bag here. And lastly, there's a mesh pouch. So mesh is like the webbing one, I think. Yeah, just, it's more, I think like the Holo Rev in general is just targeted towards females. So it's like a female line, I think. But yeah, if you're interested, you could definitely check out the Only Store and Fair event. And yeah, again, they will be in these 2 locations. And yeah. Here we got the recently announced new physical shop at Tokyo Station for Hololive. And instead of being temporary, this is a semi-permanent shop. So as you can see down here, starting November 14th of 2024 all the way to spring of 2026, they will operate down in Tokyo Station in the Character Street. So the Character Street is just part of the section in Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station is like really big, so yeah, it's just somewhere in Tokyo Station. I would say this is definitely the go-to shop for Hololive related goods. And from here on out, they will also have exclusive Hololive goods. You can see they have exclusive goods for the train theme, or like the train conductor theme for, yeah, some of the representing members. So just scroll up. So you can see the participating member for this time is Shiori. You got Ina, Kaira, Risu, Aokun, Bancho. You got Oli, Mori, Mume, Laplace, Okayu, Akirose, Sora, Suisei, Matsuri, Korone, and you got Sakamata. So just a heads up, from November 14th all the way to November 17th, because they just like had the grand opening of the store, they're limiting the amount of people going into the shop. So by this, you need to get a special, I guess, like ticket, and it should be free to be able to enter the shop between like these days. Afterwards, it should be open like all the time. You can just go there anytime you want. But yeah, if you go to the Twitter here, this is like the Twitter main page, and I am not too sure like where you could apply for it. Oh, I guess like here, right? For each of the day, you kind of like, yeah, apply to get in the shop. Down here, we could just see like the goods that they have. And just to be specific, this is the new goods that they will have. They're gonna carry older goods from the other like partner shops from Hololive as well. So they should have a lot of like goods such as like the Friends with You plushie. They should have a lot of acrylic stands. And yeah, these are just like the additional goods that's exclusive in the Tokyo Station shop. So here you got acrylic stands, you got random acrylic badge. This is a random card. You got the A4 size acrylic panel. This is a logo pin badge. I think, I'm not too sure, maybe it's like the train theme cover badge. You also got the logo cap. This is a Choco Crunch. So I guess like cookies. And yeah, it says here they're 10 inside. And yeah, costs this much. This is the Hololive Manju. And manju is just like a small dense bun with sweet fillings inside. And yeah, 2 designs and 6 in total for each box. And as for the novelty, if we scroll down a little bit more, for every 3,300 yen that you spend, you could get a random original card, and it's of the members. And for every 11,000 yen that you spent, you will get, I guess it's not every, for like one purchase, if you spend over 11,000, you'll get a shopper bag. It's just like a, I guess like a paper bag with the special Hololive design on it. And it says here this is the first, I guess like first section or first segment. So once this finish, I assume they will change the members and then there will be like another set of members. But there's no announcement about that yet. So yeah, we have to look forward to that. Yeah, assuming, yeah, because they put 1, there should be 2. They also list the members here. I assume this is going to change as well. And yeah, we'll just have to wait on news about that in the future. So from here on out, this Hololive Tokyo station shop is going to be a staple visit for Hololive fans. And yeah, it's going to be here for a while until 2026, spring of 2026. Actually, it says here it's 2026, March 31st. So the first quarter of 2026. Yeah, it's going to be here for 1.5 years, I think. Yeah. Up next here we got some general crane game goods that will be releasing over a while. It also has been released for a while as well for some of the older goods. And these can be found in major game centers, in crane game stores, and I would say notably Gigo. Gigo should be able to should have all of them, but maybe like some no-name, I guess like game shops, not game shops, game centers. They won't have like a partnership with carrying these goods. So you can see the full list of goods here. There are a lot of them. Some of them have been released for a while. Some of them are not out yet. And for this one, I think since we're in the start of November, on the second week of November, I think they count Friday as the first day. So this would be Friday, maybe November 8th or something. I don't have a calendar at the top of my head, but on the Friday of November 5th, let's just say, it's that day, the Nene and Sora, I guess, hand puppet plushie will be released. In the 4th week, so 2 weeks after this, you get the finger puppet for Hololive gamers. And on the 5th week, you get the plushies for Sora, Roboko, and Sui-chan. And these are really nice actually. So I assume like they'll be pretty popular, especially the Suisei one. I think getting this might be difficult if you don't get it as soon as it released. Yeah, you can see here there are also like other puppets that has already been released. Yeah, you got Mio, Fubuki, Laplace, Rui-chan. You also got Kanata, Ayame, and I guess Marin here. I'm pretty sure like Miko has one as well. There are a couple other ones. This might just be like the recent ones. So these things have a start date, as I mentioned, but they don't really have like an end date. And basically, once the prices all go out, it ends for that price. And like sometimes, like even after like a couple of months after the release, they still have some of the stuff in the crane game machines, so you can still win them even after a couple of months. But I would say like the Suisei one is definitely gonna go out really fast if it's just like based on past patterns. So if you're not good with crane games, I would suggest just buying off like a secondhand shop. And I made a video on like where you could buy Hololive goods, and they should have some secondhand shop in that video as well. So if you're interested, please do check the video out. And based on my past observation with other plushies, I would say like these go for around 1.5k to 2.5k, maybe even up to like 3k, depending on the member. I would say Sui-chan will probably be even more, maybe even up to like 4k, 4.5k maybe. But yeah, it's not out yet, so yeah, I can't really like say much about how much she'll go for. But yeah, if you happen to pass by like game centers, if you just pop in, you could probably see some Hololive related goods in the like crane game machines that you could try to win. So up next here we got a really fun one, and this is actually a collab cafe. This time around it will be with Shiraken, and I think it will be really popular because it has Mikomet in it. For those who don't know who's in Shiraken, you can see here, you got FlareNoel, Polka, Suisei, and Miko. This collab will start on November 29th and it goes all the way to December 26th. There are like 3 different sections, or like they're split into 3 different parts. It's just like they have a little bit different start and end day. So you can see here these 2 shops, they end 1 day earlier. I guess they end 11 days earlier. And this one starts like 3 weeks, or yeah, 2 weeks after the November 29th start. Yeah, just keep that in mind. So if you want to go to any of them, make sure to check the start and end day. I just want to point this out. Unfortunately, this is a reservation only cafe, so you will need to like make a reservation before you go. But fortunately, there are like a lot of time slots, and there are also many locations, as you can see here. This is a collab cafe in collaboration with Sweet Paradise. And you'll need to download their app, sign up, and fill in like all the basic information in order to access the reservation page. So if you just scroll down here, and if you click in here, you have like the QR code to the app. And basically, like, you just sign up, fill in the basic information and all that. And once you get everything set up, it should be really easy to make a reservation. So one thing to note that with reservation, it starts 5 weeks before the day that you plan to go. So you have to reserve fairly early. When I took a look at it, there were still a lot of time slots left for the 5-week period. So I would say, like, once, if you decide like what day you're going, I would say just like quickly book a reservation before it goes out. If you're traveling from abroad, I would highly suggest just going on a weekday because, you know, weekends, Japanese people actually, you know, get days off, so they'll probably try to go on weekends. But weekday we have work, so it will usually just be more empty on weekdays, and it should be easier to get a slot if it's on a weekday. But yeah, the reservation process is really simple once you get everything set up. So here you can see me like going on the app. You press the button down here, and right here you'll get lead to this page maybe. But click in the bottom left corner, and you could see like the different stores that like is run by Sweet Paradise. You just have to choose the correct one, or like the one that they have the collaboration with. Choose which collab, which is going to be the red one here. Just look at the date, so November 29th all the way to December 26th. How many people you want to you're going with, and then down here is just like the time slot. So click on that, and then press the 5 weeks ahead, and you can see like the date 5 weeks ahead. And yeah, some of them are already like triangle, so yeah, I would highly suggest booking as soon as you can. Click on whatever time you want to go, and once you click on the green button, it should be reserved. And this is just a example. I'm not actually going on this day, so yeah. I just want to talk about this collab. Like, even though there's like nothing out about it yet, there will be collab food and drinks, as well as collab novelties, as well as goods that they will release with the Shiraken. So keep an eye out for that. They will announce it in a later date. If you want a reference, there's actually one that they did before, back in 2023, and it's with Holix. I went to this one, and yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, for example, like, you know, you can see like the collab foods. You got the Laplace food, Coyote food with like her mayonnaise, Sakamata, got Iroha, some drinks, or I guess like desserts, snacks, and yeah, it's just like a lot of stuff. I would highly recommend going to the collab cafe. It's really fun. Oh, by the way, this is not a set. They're sold separately, so you got the Rui drink and the Rui food here. And yeah, you also get the coasters as a novelty, and they also sell goods down here. Yeah, just a very fun collab cafe, and I highly suggest going to the Shiraken one if you get a chance to. There's actually another collab cafe that I want to mention, and this would be it says Sony Koro 2024 collab cafe. It's just Shadow with Korone, Shadow from Sonic, I think that's his name. No details are out yet. They just gave us the date, which is December 13th all the way to January 13th. It'll be in Shinjuku on the 8th floor of the Marui Next building. And on December 21st and January 9th of 2025, Korone will be the, I guess, like shop manager for the day. No idea what that means. I don't think she'll be there physically. Maybe she'll definitely not be there physically, but maybe there's gonna be like a display screen or something with Korone on it, and then she's just like live streaming, or like maybe there's like a camera that you could like chat with her or something like that. But yeah, no idea what she's gonna do on those 2 days. But I assume like those 2 days will probably get instantly booked out by the fans once they, I guess, like the information for reservation gets released. But yeah, just keep an eye out for this one if you are interested in going to the collab cafe here. Okay, so we're finally here, and here's the last event that I want to talk about, and it is the Marine collab with the Yokohama Marine Tower. So you can see down here, the collab starts December 2nd all the way to December 29th. So this collab will actually overlap with Marine's first solo live, which will also be at Yokohama. And just to clarify so people aren't confused, this tower is actually called Yokohama Marine Tower. It's not because of the Hololive Marine that they named it Marine, but original name is just Marine, so that's why like they did a collab together. But yeah, because of the solo live, on December 6th all the way to December 8th, from 7 PM to 8 PM, they will be lighting up the tower in red. And this is something that they'll do exclusively for the 3 days in the 3 time slots, or I guess like the 1 time slot in the 3 days. So another event that will happen during the whole period, not just the 3 solo live days, is that if you purchase a night ticket to go up the tower, they'll be playing MVs and special message from Marine herself every single day. So you can kind of see this is like the inside of the tower, and they have like projection screens with the MVs of Marine's songs. And they'll be, so you can see down here, they'll be split into 2 halves. So from December 2nd to December 15th is the first half, and then 16th to 29th is the second half. And they have no details about it yet, but the first half is just music video with special messages. The second half will be different than the first half, maybe a different MV, maybe a new message, but yeah, they don't have details about that yet. And just note that on December 16th and 17th, these 2 days exclusively at night will be the Marine Day. So what this means is that they have different tickets for these 2 nights specifically, and they'll be a little bit more expensive. Like I would say, like, think of it kind of as like a party, a party for Marine. It's not like official party, like people don't drink and like eat food and stuff there, but it's just like a special place that they booked out on the 30th floor. You could kind of see like down here, I think. They basically booked out the 30th floor to just like celebrate the, in quotations, the Marine Day. But yeah, you need special tickets to go in here, and they have it on sale in the link down here. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Yeah, there are 3 parts, or I guess like three time that you could enter. So yeah, so you got the entry for the place. This is when they're gonna start playing whatever movie or whatever it is, and it will end by this time. So it's about 25 minutes, I think. Yeah, this is the second one. Yeah, there are just 3 segments to this. On the topic of the tickets, if we scroll back up, so you need to purchase ticket to go up the building, or to go up the tower, and there are different tickets. So if you purchase the tickets beforehand, I'm actually not sure if you could purchase the ticket at the place there. But basically, like, the tickets, the price for the ticket is like 2 point something K. And it's a little bit expensive, but it comes with some goods. So you can see like the images here. This is I'm not sure if it's a replica ticket or if it's like a actual ticket that you can use, but you get like a special design ticket. This is a ticket pouch. And then you also get a treasure hunting experience thing. I assume this is a mini game. Again, no details about this yet, but I assume this is like a mini game, and it says if you clear, you can get I guess like a sticker here. It's 1 of 4, so you can't get all of them. But yeah, it's like a treasure hunting experience ticket that you could try out, and then once you clear the treasure hunt, you could get one of the stickers here. So clicking on this link here will just lead you to the ticket page. So they split the tickets into different prices, and so you got the weekday day ticket, it costs this much. Weekday night ticket costs a little bit more. Weekend day ticket costs the same as weekday night, and then you got the weekend night ticket, which is the most expensive one. So if we check the link here, scroll down, you can see like this is where like you get all the tickets. So the normal tickets, if you click in it, you could choose a day, and then you could choose a time slot to go in. So these two are the what I called, or not what I called, but what I mentioned, the marine days. So you got the December 16th and December 17th. Oops. December 17th, right? So you can see like there are three different time slots, and yeah, you just choose them. The first one is already sold out here, so yeah, if you want to go to the marine day, I think it's a Monday and a Tuesday, you will need to get a ticket beforehand. Just make sure you get it from here, not here. This is everything but the marine day. Yeah, you could, yeah, it's like every 1 hour time slots. They do this in order to like control the crowd, so there's not like overcrowding. So the next thing to mention about this Marine Tower collab is that they also have goods here. So you can see here lots of goods that you can buy. Now we just go over them. So you got the acrylic stand here, you got the trading cam badge, you got the trading acrylic stand, or trading mini acrylic stand, I think. Yeah, mini character, clear file, acrylic artboard. This is a treasure chest, and it contains coin chocolates. So you know those like Halloween coin candies? And yeah, it's basically like the box is a treasure chest, and yeah, the coins are inside. This is an exclusive good for purchasing in the tower itself. So here you got towel, or bath towel. So it should be really big. Got a color locky. Maybe it's like some sort of like padlock or something. This is a reversible tote bag. This is a cushion in the shape of Marine Tower. And this is a acrylic key holder for the Marine Tower. This is a plushie, which, you know, I guess like this section is just the Marine Tower related goods. But yeah, this one, keep in mind it comes out December 16th. So it's not gonna be available at the beginning of the collab. And this last one here is like, I tried looking it up, but I just can't figure out what this is. It says it's like a memorial 1-day ticket, but I'm not sure if it's like real or if it's just like something that, you know, just like a display item or something. But you got this here. So I mentioned up here the treasure chest is only available in the Marine Tower itself, and that is because they actually have an online shop. And I'm not sure where it is, but they have, maybe it's not, yeah, oh yeah, here it is. You could actually reserve your goods and pick up at the Marine Tower, kind of like the Hololive Expo. Alternatively, I think you could also just buy it online and then they'll probably send it to you some other time, I think. Might be like delayed. But yeah, what I want to say is, this is only, you cannot buy this online. You have to go to the physical store. And you could maybe tell, like, there are two prices here. And this is because you could actually buy the full set for the cam badge as well. Or the full set for the acrylic mini characters. However, to buy the full set, it has to be online. So they don't sell it in shop. But yeah, I just want to mention that because, you know, maybe some of you guys want to buy the things online. Like with all the goods that you purchase, there are also novelties here. And this time is for every 3,000 yen that you spent, you could get a clear card here. And these are probably random again, like always. Yeah, just something nice that you could get. And there's one very last thing that I want to mention with this collab. There's no details out yet, but if you could read this, you can kind of tell what it is. But basically, they're gonna have a kitchen card with takeout order in the, I guess like the ground floor of the marine building. Not inside, but it says like Hiroba, which is like the outside area of the marine tower. And yeah, I assume they'll probably sell marine or marine related collab foods and drinks. But again, no details yet, so you will need to check back to see what they have. Thank you for watching. As you can see, there are quite a lot of events happening all around the same time at the end of the year. And so that's why I want to make this video, so that it could be helpful for those who are planning to come to Japan within the next few months. If you found this video helpful and want to see more Hololive and VTuber related content, I would greatly appreciate your support if you could hit the subscribe button. I post content such as event overviews, goods unboxing, as well as event and collab vlogs on this channel. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.